Hey everyone, so right now currently starting our next tile project. I'm sitting on a stringer cart with a little toolbox here, kind of holding down these starter pipes so they don't fall off. Yeah, it's pretty rough running along the woods here. We got lines scratched out, but there's no pipe in the ground yet. So we're going to be putting in 2 mains today. This is the first main. It's going to go all the way to the west end. And the second one that's going to come in next, it's only going to go about halfway. So this one's going to catch the whole west half of the field. And then the second one's going to catch the whole east half of the field. There's just a little bit too much footage to be just running one 6-inch main across. So that's why we're gonna split them. We do that a lot of times over trying to mess with the 8-inch boot and pipe. This works pretty easy, so we just make 2 mains out of 6-inch instead of messing with the 8-inch that much. Every once in a while we'll use 8-inch pipe and put the 8-inch boot on, but the Challenger doesn't like it too much, and it really depends on what the job is and what we're doing. But so once they get to the other end, we're just gonna put a plug in the pipe, and then eventually we're gonna start stacking in our 4-inch, connecting it to the main, which is 6-inch. And we're gonna be running north and south here. These are gonna be on 20-foot centers, so every 20 feet there's gonna be a run. So it's gonna be a lot of digging for me. Usually kind of our standard operation is more like 30 foot. We do about 30-foot centers on a lot of fields, but every once in a while a customer will want a tighter grid, which is fine. It's just gonna be a few more holes today. Every once in a while we'll have a nice deep ditch to dump into, where some of the farm fields we do, that doesn't seem to be the case, and we really struggle to find a good outlet of where to dump the tile. Second main going in. We didn't end up having another coupler, so we'll hook that up later. I don't think we're going to be making a crazy amount of water, so we'll just leave that hole open until Phil can go grab one up front by the towel rolls there. Once Dad and Phil come back, we got to take the 6-inch boot off the back and put the 4-inch boot on, and we can start running in our lines. We're going to be switching over to 4-inch, but Phil still has a bit of 6-inch on the tile cart. We are going to be doing this field across the creek here, but there's still some brush piles that need to be burned and moved out of the way, so we're not going to bother putting the main in. As you can see, there's a bit of water laying there. It's just a little bit too wet for the Challenger, we think, so it's going to dump that off over there and then go get 4-inch. I walked back up front now. Phil gave me a ride most of the way. I'm gonna head over to the bin site, which is about 3 miles or so away. I got somebody finally coming to pick up that old Massey Ferguson combine, and I gotta go help load it. So I'm a few holes ahead of those guys. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a quick 15-20 minutes either, so I'll be gone for a minute, help load up the combine on the low boy, and get back here, see what time it is. back at the tile job. Ended up having to bring the excavator over, as you saw. My phone's basically out of storage, so it's kind of limited on what I'm recording here, so I'm gonna set the phone down and take care of that problem tomorrow. Don't have any other camera equipment with me. I wasn't really expecting to do that today, but yeah, the 4320 didn't have enough power to lift it on the trailer by itself. So me, Dad, and Phil all had to kind of take a break from the tile project, go take care of that. Not too bad, probably a good hour for them and close to 2 for me. And yeah, didn't film much. I had my phone set down at one point, and when I came back to it, it said full, so I deleted a couple things just to talk to you right now. But it's later in the afternoon, and I guess I'll see where we're at tomorrow. Lots of tile. So, as you can already tell by now, it's the next morning. I ran over to ADS and I picked up a load of pipe. We normally have them just deliver it to the job site, but they can't get to the job site until tomorrow. As long as everything goes okay and nothing breaks down or something, and we don't have any more combines to load up, we're gonna run out of pipe a little after lunch, middle afternoon. So I ran over here, grabbed a couple rolls. I got 3 rolls on me. That's all I can haul with this trailer. And if we burn all these up, there's 1 more roll over at the bin site we can grab too. This should keep us busy until quitting time. So I'm gonna set the phone down, and I got about almost an hour drive back to the job site. So Dad and Phil should be starting to dig holes and working right about now. I got here right when they opened, and yeah. Looks like I got here just in time to where I can ride back with Phil, so I don't have to walk all the way back. Never mind. That's okay. We'll get this unstrapped and dumped. a couple holes ahead, so the excavator is going to start backfilling some of these holes. That way we don't have to do so much backfill at the end of the day. I have extra help today with the excavator, so I'm actually kind of just running around, helping shovel, doing the holes, making the taps, and keeping Dad and Phil moving, holding pipe and feeding it through the plow. But whatever they need me to do. I spend a little too much time in the excavator, so it's kind of nice just to be able to walk around and do some of the other jobs around here. Pretty deep in the ground right now, and there's a little bird bath right in here, so that just kind of held him up. The excavator pulled him out. He's on the move again. I know he's got a couple more little dips and wet spots he's got to go through, but the plow should be a little bit shallower, I believe, so I think he's gonna be okay, but I'll keep an eye out if we have to bring the excavator out there. Well, it's the middle of the afternoon now. We're on the second main here. So the whole east side of the field is done. Outlets covered. We've done a couple runs on the second main. I think this is the fourth run here. Everything's just been really repetitive, so not much to video anymore. Haven't had really any trouble getting stuck after that one time. The last 4 or 5 runs on the east edge by the woods were a little sketchy, but he pre-ripped instead of having to get pulled by the excavator, and that seemed to do the trick. So but it's supposed to have quite a bit of rain coming tonight, so I don't think we're gonna get this farm field done. It's already getting pretty late, but I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.